Hi everyone, it is I, Nerf Fluffy. Today we're gonna continue with the Repo Chaos and continue streaming Repo. I will do my best. Just for those who are new here, I am Nerf Fluffy, the other VTuber. I am a comfy tuber. I normally try to play comfy games and cause chaos. Oh, hi Courtney. Today we're causing chaos by playing Repo, trying to do our best to survive, and trying to repossess everything that's worth money that these people owe us, and while we are taking everything that's worth money, monsters will be guarding the place to make sure that we don't take any of the items, and they keep all the money, and some of them will try to break the items because they know if they break it, you lose money. In that way, if you don't get money, you don't get upgrades. No money, no upgrades. And if I act way too quickly, like let's say I grab something quickly and then try to run, there's a chance of me breaking it and I lose money. Or if I alert an enemy, which I normally do when I don't want to, then that means there's a chance that they will hear me and break my item along with trying to hurt me, which makes it a challenge. I know there's some streamers that say do it quickly, like grab the item quickly, don't care, just grab it quickly, doesn't matter if it gets damaged, just grab it quickly, throw it in here, so it could be safe. But then there's some people that always say slow and steady, just because, well, it does help you to guarantee that, of course, like, there's a chance of you not breaking it, but that doesn't always, that guarantee is not always 100%. There's no items here. Are there any items on top? I'm just literally tiny robot Fluffy right now. Tiny robot Fluffy cannot reach. So this is level 1. Level 1. No! Oh my god, this is why I hate myself sometimes. But it's fine. If I drop an item, it takes damage. There are some items that could help you prevent that part of you dropping an item and it takes fall damage. Because if it takes fall damage, it breaks eventually once it reaches 0. Like, oh no, it's worth $0 now. Now it's worth nothing. And then you're sad. I heard something fall. I don't like it. What's in the car? No? Let's see who's joining chat. Hi, Michael. Yes, Courtney. Hi, Murray. No, I'm never doing a face reveal. You're never gonna get that. Fluffies will never do a face reveal. Never. I'm not comfy with everyone seeing my face. If everyone sees my face, they will recognize me. Only my students are allowed to know how I look. Because they know me already. They already know my voice. How do you think they found me? I did not even say my name to them, and they found me on the internet. So that's what's I find the most scary, just cause like I didn't even say if I was a streamer. I didn't tell them. They found out. They're like, why does Fluffy sound like Mr. Blank? And of course, they already know my name. And some of you have actually heard them say my name. But I don't allow you guys to say my name because, well, I feel uncomfortable with that. I'd rather be called Fluffy by a stranger. Strangers could call me Fluffy. But my students aren't the only ones allowed to call me by my real name, because that's what they know me for. So students are the only ones that are allowed to say that. no one else. Just my students. But I do not know how they found me. Because that's what scares me the most. Like, they literally just heard my voice coming out from my avatar as an otter. They heard it and they're like, ah, it's him. And I'm like, oof, because I never told you guys. I never told them. I know that they're content creators. Yes, I was not expecting me to be found out. I'm not gloating. I'm just literally just doing my stuff, doing my best, trying to be comfy, and then that's it. That's literally all I've been doing. Like, oof. Hiya. Okay. Yes. Oh, you like my avatar? Yes, thank you. I am an otter, a pink otter, a pink fanboy otter. Yes, I am playing Repo. Bro said... Oh, you meant hi. Okay. You're good. Mons was about to hit the button. But you're good. You apologize at least, so that's better than nothing. Apologizing is a good thing. Because Mons wouldn't hesitate, and they would just be like, up. That's a ban. So thank you for apologizing. Okay, there's nothing there. Holy fluff, that's a flamethrower. That's a champagne bottle. Let's get the champagne bottle. A buzz. A bonsai. I need to be careful not to make too much noise while picking up items, jumping, walking. Just because... Like that. Like, I never know who's walking. It's most likely the pervert. The pervert is just an invisible guy that likes to grab you from the behind and just run with you, drag you to where there's monsters, or where you're not even safe. Any area that he could just throw you in. If he finds an area that has, like, let's say, a pothole, so technically you're gonna get yeeted to the doom. And then you're cooked. No! Okay, just these few items left. Okay. I need to do my best. So he does not want to get grabbed. He does not want to be tickled in any way that he does not want to be. The pervert's hugs are not necessary, it is not needed. There's a laptop there. I found a little mini action figure. Or is it a plushie? I do not know. Huh? Chat? Hi, Ethan. Returbio. Yeah, I thought so. Ethan, I'm scared. Please, please. Shouldn't it be a fun game? I play a game that I play for random. Today is Chaos Day. I want to just have a little bit chaos. It is fun for me and at the same time scary. So yes, it's a bit chaos. Go play Blocks Fruit. No, not today. I wish I had a Steam to play it. Aw. You will, one day, you will. Oh man, most views bids have records of 450. Oh, congrats! Congrats, you did it. Yes, today is the day I want to play what I want. Exactly. Hi, Lorenzo. Oh, found your subs, woo. Yeah, but not enough watch hours though, to get paid. Aw, you will get there, odd bands. You will get 500 soon. Rachel, hello. Hi. He got where he or she buys it. I was gifted this on birthday when literally one of my friends said that they wanted to play this game. It was my birthday and they gifted this to me. And we decided to do that on a birthday stream. We just literally were playing this game the entire time on B-Day stream. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun playing it with them. When you have friends, it makes any game is fun. Especially if you can rely on them and you can trust them. Because when you play with random people, there's not a guarantee that, well, you're gonna survive and that you're gonna make it in any game. If you're playing with friends, you have to learn how to trust them and of course, figure out ways on how to make it fun. Because there are some people who like to just cause chaos in general, and that is fine. I'm one of the few that likes to cause chaos once in a while. Like when I played with friends, like there were times where I purposely like to destroy myself and do challenges that revolve like me killing one of the entities in this game so we could get their soul in the form of a crystal. Those soul crystals will give you more money than these items in general. Well, some of them do, not all of them. So far, it's a safe run. I did not have to see any entities. That means they're all invisible. The invisible guy. Which means that there was a chance that they could have gone into my vehicle, grab me, and take me away, and therefore I will please just get destroyed. And I'm not safe. Come on, start the car! Start the car! He's stalling! The taxman is stalling! Start it! Start the engine! You monster! Come on! Oh my goodness gracious. The taxman's evil. Yes. He got where he's like, oh, Oven, you're at only 11 subs right now? Chat. Give Oven, the Nan 2815 some love. Please follow them, subscribe to them. Show them your love and support. Yes, I am carrying my cart. And Kiryu, I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly, but thank you for giving me both pronouns. Once in a while, I do act a certain way more than others. Because I've literally been told by students that I act sometimes a bit too femme when I am a guy. So yes, there are times I act femme and times where I act masculine. So either way, what you identified me as, which is either he, she, or they, I don't mind, but I mainly respond with he or they, so that's fine. What you said, that's fine. You're good. You're good, you're safe, you're not offending me, I'm fine with that. Because most streamers that I know, they don't actually be offended. They're gonna be like, chat, you're offending me, you're saying that I'm this and that when I just only go by they, or I only go by he, I only go by she. Meanwhile, I'm the one that goes by they, them, or he. But since you already said she, so in other words, I don't mind that, so... Yeah, I am a fanboy as a VTuber, so yes. I cannot buy anything else. This is just to make anything roll. Enemies or yourself. I will keep it to myself. They see me rolling. People hating. As you see, this is what it does to enemies, and it does to your allies or yourself. You could literally be rolling everywhere. Problem. It's kind of weird. Because these rely on battery. The more battery it has, the more longer it will last. Because once it runs out of energy, it will no longer work, and you're cooked when you need a situation where you need escape. In Repo, you could get weapons like this sword. You can even get that. Rubber hammer. Rubber hammer has very little damage, but when it crits, it does high damage. Because it will do a boom. You see, no boom. You see, no boom. No boom whatsoever. That's why it relies on crit. It makes it useless. Oh no, it did the boom. And the duck did a boom. When it does that monstrous quack, that's the duck's crit, making it way too godlike. A mine. Set it up. Anyone who crosses it will blow up. Everyone knows what this does already. Yeet. And delete. There goes the toilet. And the door. Great, we broke the toilet seat. That's sad. These are the energy crystals to recharge, repair your items. But I don't have any items that I have, like weapons or at the moment. That one is a shock grenade. Shockwave grenade, it literally just causes electricity. That will damage your enemies and stun them for a bit. In that small little area, that's how big it goes. Sometimes it goes bigger depending on how you aim it correctly. And yeah. Yes, I did sell the items. I did buy some items. I'm gonna be using them in a bit. Yes, indeedy. Send me to the next location. We're gonna be repossessing all those people's items that we earn to earn money. Health upgrade. More stamina. So I could get my energy back when I go EP. I need to be fast. And this will make me more slow to be able to lift the heavier items like nothing. Become swell boy. Yes. The Rock? I wish. I really wish. I thought people do cool mods on this game, but of course the mods are technically illegal and not all of them work. You're lucky if it works. Like if the mod works, you're not cooked. You're safe. It's amazing. Since most mods are illegal, because like technically when you're messing with the information of the game, while others are like just cool and funny just to use or unique, especially when it works in the game. Hopefully this is a safe run, because I don't want to deal with those very annoying strong monsters. Because some of them will just one-shot me and I'm just gonna be like, oh no, I'm cooked. Someone opened the door. On that side. I was a queen that was meant to be. Right now we're in level 2, so two shipments of 10k right now. It's always a different number, depending on the location. Sometimes there's a high number, sometimes there's a low number, and when you get a low number, it's very easy to fulfill, but then it's not enough money for you to get upgrades. And what does everyone need right now? Money. Yes, yes. Yes, I did find a book. If you guys know Harry Potter, you know, those textbooks that bites back? It's really that. It's one of those textbooks that bites back. Like, oh no, you mistreated the book. This is why it's locked. The book has a lock on it, which means that it's one of those books that will bite back. If you break the lock, it will bite you. And then you're like, oh no, my book, it just ate me. I'm sad. Well, this will technically be my first deposit instantly, but I need to get more money, just in case. Because technically if I just deposit this is one shipment already. And I have all the money I need for just one such shipment. But I need more. This is not enough for one upgrade. Upgrades later eventually become way more expensive. You want more strength? It is 9k now, and you're like, no, why? Why so expensive? It's like, yes, because each level's gonna get stronger enemies. And you gotta get yourself stronger as well. With each and every upgrade. And then you're like, oh, fair enough. And plus, you could arm yourself with weapons. My spidey senses were tingling. A chalice. No, don't touch me there. It's what I told my uncle, but he didn't seem to care. It's a secret spot that I don't want to share. No, don't touch me there. You know all those creepy guys who always hangs around the school, but all they need to learn is this one simple rule. It's no, don't touch me there. It's a pretty simple concept that you weren't so aware. Huh? Yeah. Oh, hi Alexander. How are you doing? Are you being good? Are you being good noodle? If only I could find the wand right now, so I could go Abracadabra to all my enemies. Problem. If I go Abracadabra, my enemies will burn, and they have a high chance of dying or living, but it loses value. But what I know, that might be the Death Note, which is why it bites back. According to my map, I have taken everything I can from this little room. And now I need to find the second extraction point so I can activate it. Once I get through this. Yes. Another book. These books are hella expensive. I think history. Hello. Oh, you think I'm cool? Thank you. Papyrus. Hello. I'm here with some news for God. And you. Why? Oh, it's one of the dubs. Heh. Nothing. Ooh, a gem. No. I am dumb at times. This is why you don't rush. I did my best not to rush, and I rushed. No! No, 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 no. It's the duck. Sayonara duck. Chat, is it gone? Do I read them, Paul? Yeah, that's what I wish. But no. Robots, do robots do that? Let me think about it. I don't think robots do that. They could read unless they're programmed to. But yes, a funny joke, Julie. Very funny, very funny. I approve. No, 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 Papyrus. The job is for humans is to coexist and to learn how to make progress while also benefiting the earth itself, so that way we do not hurt what keeps us protected, what gives us homes, and what nature provides for us. We have to learn to coexist. That is the nature and the natural law of this world. Because if we decide to challenge it, what happens to us? Landslides, other stuff, natural disasters. Those hurt us and the people we love. So we have to learn how to coexist, how to adapt, in order to make sure that we survive. No. Chat, it's the robe. She almost saw me. If she did, she would have ate me. She ugly, she's scary. fills the duck in her. And if I touch the duck by accident, then it will eat me. If I don't be careful, she comes in with a sneak attack by hugging you to the doom. Please leave my items alone. Please leave them alone. Okay, we're good, chat. We're good. She did not injure my items because normally, like before they did the update, they made her that, well, if she sees your items, she'll break them. Like she gets angry out of nowhere and then she breaks them. You have to do this for a few seconds and then of course, it will make the duck go away for a bit. We had to learn to coexist to protect our planet, Papyrus, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to learn to coexist with the planet. How to help benefit the planet, so we could help benefit ourselves. Because we do need homes and all. Meanwhile, Gamelings. I do one better. Why is Gamora? What's that? I honestly prefer we protect the Earth as much as we can. But then, it's those people who hurt the Earth who needs to be disposed of. But yes, Gamelings, continue. Continue with what you were saying. We found it. You do bring some valid points, but then again, there's some flaws. Because if we continue with progress, we damage the Earth. If we damage the Earth, we lose what we need. Because right now, some governments are trying to ruin the Earth and cause pollution. Since they cause pollution, they're hurting our Earth. Which because we're losing one thing. Because since we're hurting our Earth, we're hurting our oxygen. We all need oxygen to breathe. If you understand this part. Since we need oxygen to breathe, we need to make sure that we have enough trees. But what do we use our trees for? It's an easy question. We use it to make paper. No paper, then of course we won't be able to print things, do things that we want and need paper for, along with the tree carvings and other stuff like that. Like we need to make furniture out of wood, we need to do this out of wood. Of course there are some things that of course nature could provide us with, yes. But the problem is, it hurts. We hurt our environment, which is bad. And we cannot do that. This is why we have to protect and coexist with it. If we coexist with it, therefore, what do we do to prevent trees from going extinct and to continue our progress? Plant more trees. We have to be team trees. I know this game is a bit too spooky. Thank you, Game Link and Fluffy, for listening. You're very welcome. Hi, Silly Holmes. Yes, it is spooky month in the first place. That's why we're causing a little chaos with Repo. It's a spooky month, we had to cause some chaos. How? By playing this game Repo, because it's both spooky and scary. Hiya. No, she broke it. Hiya, she's camping. Well, it's broken now. By a few K. Is she guarding? Yeah, she's guarding. Chat, I think I'm cooked. Is anyone else just trying to get out? She spawned in. It's now worth 3K. Not too bad of a loss, but I need more. Oh my god. I am terrified of it as well. Hi, Melon! No one I know plays Repo. And 2, I literally break everything I hold. I'm very bashful. Uh-huh. Same here, I'm not gonna lie. It makes it hard. It makes it hard because I have also broken several things as well. You're not the only one. Plus, these monsters are hella creepy. I need to walk back to the cart. It's the duck. No, the duck is heading there. Chat. I'm not safe. Sayonara. Fluffy's out. Oh my god. Yes, we lose stamina way too quickly, I'm not gonna lie. This is why they always force us to get more stamina, make sure that we get upgrades. But the problem is, we never know if there's gonna be stamina in the first place. Chat? We could be armed and ready. Armed and ready. The yeet pistol is eligible. But first, before we get a yeet pistol... No, there's no more... there's no more strength in this shop. There is stamina, which equals it. That's better than nothing because, well, we do need stamina. We always run out of it. Especially when we run. We burn a lot more stamina. This is why you need these upgrades. The sprint upgrades. If you had sprint upgrades, you use your stamina efficiently. Therefore, you're saving stamina. When I was playing earlier, this one is... I used to always buy this one when I'm playing with friends. But since you're playing by yourself, you do not need it. Eat. So you have to manage it. No. So you have to learn how to manage your stuff. And your stamina. Yes, we're playing repo. By myself. Yeah, I know, it's a challenge. I finally could afford a pistol. Yes. John, how you been? How you been? Yay, same here, same here. I literally just did homework help with... You know her, Katie. She asked me for homework help, I did my best. She was struggling with learning a lesson yesterday, which was on volume. She was struggling with it. So I did my best, just because, well, the question was... let me just send it to you, just so you can understand what you were struggling with. Just because... Well, this is her opinion. She says that her teacher does not like some of the students because of the fact that, well, she does her best to ignore some of them and only pays attention to a certain few, so she's one of the few that sometimes gets neglected by them, so it's kind of bad. Purposely neglecting and choosing who she's gonna, like, actually pay attention to and assess. Which... Yep. There. Okay. Let me send it. She was struggling with this question about a rectangular prism. Because, like, her teacher... Number 12. Yes. She was struggling with this one. Yeah. Because her teacher did not explain, like, what does that... Or, like, if base was literally just... Of course, length times width. They never explained it. It just said this is the base. Base equals W times L. That's literally the only explanation that they literally just gave her. So there's nothing really for her to go based off. So she literally came to me just because she wasn't sure if you're gonna be busy or you're gonna be tired. So who's her direct contact? They just sent me the message saying that she needs help with this. So I just explained to her base literally just means like literally just base equals to length times width. In this case, they regate the base, saying that length times width is 15 square inches. So in order to get volume, which was hard for her to understand, that you need to multiply 3 numbers, length times width times height, to get volume. Because but since I told her like the 60 cubic inches is the volume, so in other words, this is the answer for volume, and the only thing we're missing is the height. So I told her that what's the inverse, because since it's we finally have only two parts of the question, which is 60 cubic inches for volume, and base, which is length times width. In other words, we had to answer for those two, so we could just literally just do b for volume is equal to base times height. So I just told her we had to divide 60 by 15, and we will get the answer for our height. It took her a while, but eventually she gave me a decent response, which was 4 inches, and that made me happy because that's the answer. So she had to explain it, because since her teacher is one of those people that says explain it, like she's been doing for other questions, so like she would write down that you get this when you get this. So this is what she wrote down. She wrote this when she showed me her answer was that you get 4 inches for height because 15 times 4 equals 60. So in other words, the answer would be 60 cubic inches because it has a height of 4 inches. So thankfully she understood eventually, and yeah. Exactly, like they're literally just doing that. Literally, there was a third grader that I was stuck with as well yesterday. They were literally told like literally a question that literally states like, how do you know this factor is this factor because of this? And it was like a very complicated question. That they were literally asking for definition. Exactly. They're literally just. Mm. She's not. She really went to bed already. Thankfully. Yes. Mhm. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes. Exactly. Some of them do not know. They're literally just like giving students homework, saying that this is a lesson, that's it. They just give no explanation, and then of course like the lessons literally just like I literally seen several students saying that we never learned this, and it's really just an English lesson on a piece of paper saying like what does it mean like to be double negative, which one is a singular negative, which one is just a double negative. And they never learned this, and it's literally just a piece of homework that says like you have to figure it out based on the two examples. And for them, like some of them find it difficult just because like this is just new to them. Like their teacher does not explain it, and just gives them just literally just a piece of paper and expects them to do it, which is honestly bad. Exactly. I know, but that's literally what I'm dealing with, like these days, just like where there are assignments just like that, and of course, some of my students just clearly do not understand like what their teacher's referring to, so like it's kind of BS. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Exactly. This is why I'm easily pissed. I'm literally angry. Like for education system right now, they're literally just doing this to them. I mean, that it's not. We took regions. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. I honestly, with the way that some are, the way the manager treats us, it's not worth it. We always want the boss lady to actually like take 100% control because literally the manager thinks she knows what she's doing. Everyone is really like saying shit, and I honestly can't say because of my position. Yep. Yep. Yes. That's why I do my best. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. CPC is already going that drain based on the one friend that I have left in there. They said that CPC gone to hell because, well, yeah, that they finally those messed up CEOs are finally getting what they're getting because, like, wow, everyone's complaining saying that they're not being paid enough, or they haven't even been paid at all. Like, I already had that one friend that says he hasn't been paid in how many months, and he needs his money, and they're the CEOs are really just like taking advantage. They're literally just saying that this money is theirs. That's it. They're not paying anyone. So of course they protested. They did everything to, of course, like to show that yeah, they deserve what they earn. So far, the school that we're using, they still have their CPC because their CPC actually knows what they're doing compared to most others. Most others, they honestly they don't care and will take advantage of anyone and everyone. Which is messed up. Yeah, they just in it for the money, not wanting to help anyone. Yes. Of course, of course. You know, what we did for ISS, they sucked us at that time. Yeah. Yes, yes. Mm. Yeah, that's not that bad. Yes, indeed. I think it will work out. Honestly, I think so. Yes. Technically, it's until it's really similar to ISS, like where we do leave early and as we dismiss everyone, but they count that at 6. So yeah, I think it would. I think it would. Well, honestly, I think Michelle, which is the boss lady herself, the one that always signs everything for us, she will definitely give you the yes, but I do not know how to pronounce her last name. Because since in like the way she introduced herself to me, it was her maiden name, but everyone calls her Michelle Z because like her last name is starts since her married name, it starts with a Z. Yes, that's all. That's all everyone tells me because everyone's like keeps to themselves. Oh, that would have been cool if I worked under them, but but it's okay, cause like yeah, I heard you guys are still looking for people here and there, so yeah, honestly that would have been cool. I do not know if they have any announcements on their since I was introduced to the company from Lorenzo because he said that he thinks that well the manager, the one who thinks that she's the boss of everything, especially with the way that she runs the joint. She had it out for him just because apparently she did not like him for a reason. He does not know why, but that was just his opinion. She just did not like him. And in my opinion, I think she did not like him because of the fact that, well, Lorenzo is similar to you. He is someone who talks back, and he will keep chatting. You. When it comes to, like, saying what needs to be said, he's normally blunt honest. Very blunt, because he will gladly say it to your face. Without really much of a care. Yeah, kind of, yeah. That's the best way to say it. Like, they like hardworking people, yes, but the thing is, like, the way the way Lorenzo acts, he is, like, consider him, like, he's technically like a Chad who does what he wants. He actually does help the students well, like, very well, based on what I heard Michelle praises him for. But Miss Maggie does not really approve of him. From what Maggie says, that she does not praise him because of the fact that he's lazy in her opinion, but from what Michelle says, that he does his shit when it needs to be done. That's how she. Yeah. So based on what I hear, Michelle's the one praising him, saying that of course she's happy that, well, Lorenzo introduced me to the company because now the kids are improving, just like with him, but she does not know the reason why, in her opinion, why he left. And Lorenzo's telling me that the reason why he was technically let go was because Miss Chen, aka Maggie Chen, was the one that told him to, yeah, get out. So yeah, he thinks that it's kind of dumb. Like, once the one says like he's doing good, the other one's like, nah, fam. As I said, he, like, this is really what he told me, like, before I entered the company, saying that of course one thinks that they run the joint, the other one's like quiet, but they're the ones actually always just signing your checks and always doing all those reports. Like, if there's an internal report, she's the one that always does it. She does all the paperwork. The other one's just like trying to make herself seem useful, do whatever she can to make sure the place is up and running. Period. And picks up the students. That's literally her only job. Yeah, there's conflict everywhere, which is honestly pretty bad. There's always some flaws in our workplace and some perks, but nothing really. One says report to her, the other one says to report to her when I do everything that's needed, and that's it. One is very task focused, the other one's like, I'm running this joint however I can to make sure that everything's nice, good for appearance. The other one's just trying to make sure that everyone gets paid. every employee and the school staff that we work with is always asking like, where's she? And I feel very odd because like every single time one of them's not there, the employees go to me saying this, that, of course. Where are they? And I'm trying to see if I'm the one acting, am I currently the acting supervisor? Which I honestly do not know if it's a good thing or not because, well, I'm the only non-Asian, along with another teacher who is very helpful with me that worked with me in the summer. She's a bit older than us. Her name is Miss Naimi, and she is an excellent teacher, in my opinion. Thank you. So pretty much, if you accept the fact that she has an accent, which some of the students had told me that it's kind of hard to understand, so I do my best to interpret what she says. Because her accent kind of strong, but at the same time, it's unique. So yeah. But nonetheless, she's a good teacher. Everyone listens to her. But I always just feel weirded out when they ask me if I'm literally an acting supervisor when I am not even given that role. I'm literally just being forced to report everything the school staff are asking me to report, even though I'm not the one that they're looking for. They look at everyone else and they're like, oh, they are they. Yes, they're Chinese, but they do remember everyone like based on their position, and of course they do not know my position because of the fact that I literally just started working with them and it's almost a full year with them. So they're just assuming stuff or another things that I do not know what they're assuming. So yeah, I'm just in the weird position. That's why like I don't know like what. Mm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. it's always the school staff always doing that. Like the school staff, like the actual. As I said, like we literally just technically we're renting out the school rooms of a middle school. That's really what we're doing. They don't even look at them. I think it's just because I'm the only non-Asian within the group. That's what I just think. They're just literally looking at me. They're like, oh, he's the non-Asian, so we're gonna go to him just because, well, he speaks English or something like that, which is messed up. Yes. The the middle school staff are all either white, Hispanic, Asian, or black. They're always like that. Even the security guards, they're always a mix. And their go-to is always for some reason me, and I just like feel weirded out just because like, wow, I am known and important currently. I'm just really just one of the employees of them, and that's it. Yes. The security guards, most of them are black. Only one of them is Hispanic. When it comes to teachers, they're all white. All the blacks as well. Yeah, yeah. Not really. They only the ones that they know that run the program. Like as I said, the boss lady herself or the manager. Huh? The other staff in my group are all Asian, except for the one teacher known as Miss Naimi, who I'm not sure whether or not she is Pakistani or from India. I do not know which one. On the oldest one who barely speaks English but is well known for working well with kids because she has her degrees with kids is Miss Yuki. She is the oldest amongst the group who's actually a teacher, mainly works with the elementary schoolers like pre-K and K. She mainly has experience with that. So that's really her job. She's always with them. The other staff are literally just currently all young college students. One of them known as Mr. Andy, one of them known as Mr. Dicky, but of course all the students make fun of Mr. Dicky because of the fact that me and his name are similar, except that different spelling. Another college student known as Miss Shelley. Miss Shelley actually has an actual degree in teaching, along with Sally. Another one is very well. Shelley is one of the few who's also literally a former high school student now in college as well. She's still trying to earn her degree. Meanwhile, there's another and one that the tutor himself, known as Chen. That's what he calls himself. So far, me and roughly like 10. two of them actually, like, officially, like, teachers, officially. They have... Yes. Miss Naimi, she's a teacher, as I said. She's one of the adults that actually has her, so all her stuff. She has all of them. She speaks English, but she has an accent which the students say is kind of difficult to understand when she says certain words. Only certain. She barely. Yep. Yes. The rest are just... Literally just... Exactly. One who recently got theirs is literally just Sally, but of course no one knows if she really is one. That's literally what I heard. Based on what I've seen, Sally, the way she works, she mainly works with the younger kids, especially when it comes to teaching them Chinese classes. That's literally what I mainly see her do, mainly. Like, that's literally her role that they give her. Like, she is the one teaching them Chinese along with Miss Yuki. So that way they keep their culture according to the officials. Since I saw the boss, the actual, like, CEO of the company, and she's very proud of course, trying to make sure that everyone's keeping their culture. Like, said that's what she believes in wholeheartedly. Said that's really her goal, like, to make sure that the Chinese culture stays alive and all, and of course that the students improve, because most of their dances that I've seen them do is mainly always Chinese related. Yes. But nonetheless, of course, the CEO says that she prefers that that all the students do well academically, so that's really the goal of the program. It's the same like in ISS, like go the thing, make sure the students do their homework, get things done, and of course, improve. Improve and learn. That's it. Their main center where they work in is in Flatbush. That's their main location, where the CEO is mainly with. I work closer to home. I work in the second location. The second location is it's close to 50th Street, the station. Just a few blocks. Yeah. John J. Parrish. IS 220. That's the school where we are technically legally renting the classrooms from, and yeah. 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 The ducky always gets me. I keep dying to the ducky and repo. Yep, that it does. Hi Ricardo. Hi Gunning. There's guns in the game. Yes. Hi Lorenzo. Magic is mid. Kind of. Hello, bonjour. Oh, hello, Flaster. Hello, Justice Man. Hi, Justy. Hi, Leo Dog. Hi, Air. Hi, Black. We meet again. No, we're not playing that today. ¿Qué juego es? What's the game? It is Repo. Hi, Haley. I was in your last stream. Do you remember? Of course, I do remember. I'll try to come back later. I gotta pick up four campings. Pack for camping tomorrow. Bye. I'm happy AM PM. Yes, I am. Redlone. Hi. I'll be right back. And we're back. Hi everyone. Hi Brady. Hi Redlorn. And I love you. Hi. When will I be back? I'm back right now. Hi John. I'm back. Sorry it took a long, but yeah. What were you saying last time? Uh, good, good. We don't only remember about the bad things. We only need the good things right now. That's all we need. Yay! Yes. That you did? Yes. Yes. Ah. Yeah. I I no longer have remote raids anymore. Yes. And instinct. Mystic and instinct. Instinct. Yeah. Yeah. And instinct and mystic. There's no Valor. I'm literally just Team Valor, which is red. Like, not even for a second. Nope, because Mystic takes over. The minute they see Valor takes over for even for a bit, they take over. They're like, nope. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Lucky. Yeah. Yep. What team are you in? I don't know. I feel like I'm the odd one out since Valor. True, true. Because my neighborhood used to be all Team Valor, and now it's no longer. Yes. the current runner-up, and they're the most godlike right now. Yes. Yep. Yeah. It is. It is. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. When is the 18th? Oh, I think so, but I will have to double check on that day. Hell yeah. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I want, I want a hunting. That's all I want. Yes, yes, preach. No, that doesn't count as catching, but you did turn him into a hunting regardless. But yes, yes, yeah. Who would it be? Hell yes. I'm just surprised that they actually did do the training, just because that you could do that during the during Alpha Sapphire and like during yeah like during no during those raids during those games, like you could literally just do the training mechanism to literally upgrade your Pokemon stats that they were bad at to be 100. Yeah, you could literally do that for everything instead of just giving them, like the calcium and everything. Like the calcium, iron, everything to boost your stats. You could literally max it up with literally the training. But the requirement was that they cannot be level 100. If they're level 100, they're stuck in there and they can no longer receive training. So yeah, like during those days when it comes to Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, yeah, like people took advantage of that, like to make their Pokemon's perfect stats. just because like it also was very rare to like during those days like to actually catch a Pokemon with perfect stats where they excel on everything. Because you and me saw like even in game that each Pokemon has their own stats, their flaws and their weaknesses, which made it unique, and especially when you're using them in battle. But yeah, like but due to that game, we saw that of course like technically through hard training, your Pokemon could achieve perfect 100 regardless, as long as they're not level 100. Once they reach level 100, they're stuck with whatever stats they had left, with or without the training, or without the extra new vitamins that you could give them to get stronger. Because now in these games, you just need to get them vitamins, and that's it. You only boost them up to a certain amount of time and can no longer upgrade it. Yep. Which is why people are like, they're either like just trying to catch, and then when they don't get what they want, they just like let them go. That's it. I'm kind of tired of Repo. I'm trying to figure out what I should play. Alrighty, will do. Okay, let's go. Best way to go out. Okay, let's go. Farm together. Hell yeah. Yay. Yeah. Ah, that hella cool. That hella cool. Alrighty. Let's see. Your farm. Still loading. There we go. Yeah. We made it. Yes. Yeah. Holy fluff, this is big. How big did you make it? You had to be several oh my goodness gracious, 4 large sections of all water. Mm-hmm. Right. Nice. So, where are we going? Hell yeah, okay. Sheesh. Wait, what? You could grow turmeric? Number 1. Oh my. Yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Let's go. Right. Mm-hmm. my. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Duh. Let's go. Oh, what do I climb that quickly? That's amazing. Oh. Trying to figure out where 24 is. Oh, there. Yes. Oh, hi. That. Let's go. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. Oh god. Yes. Oh my. That's amazing. you say 18 to 25? Let's go with 18. Holy. No, I'm just afraid we have more turmeric here. Oh god, okay. Oh my god. Oh god. How many? Right. No way. 800 already? Ah. Let's go. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good enough. That is good. 24? Mm, that's not too bad. This is a DLC fish. I'll die. Mm-hmm. Mm. They improved the houses. Sheesh. The ones with the purple ring? Oh god. Yes. Ginger. Chili. Parsley. Mint. Celery. Red currant. Chives. Oh my goodness gracious. What? These are all DLCs? It says you're missing one. Parmesan's are DLC. I never expected that. Wait, what? You can have a griffin? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be amazing. Oh my, that's a lot of DLC. Sheesh. That's simply amazing. Chat. They're simply just amazing. Jesus Christ. I cannot even compete. Hi, Froggy. Hi, Sands. Hi, Shy. Hello, hello. How comfy are you guys? Right now we're playing a coffee game. Try to be comfy. Jesus Christ, I'm just impressed. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm. It could be It could be that people just don't think. And try to see if they could do anything like harvest. I just want to do both, like harvest and, of course. Mm. Yes. No fluff, okay. Number 6. There. Oh my god, yes. Overview. Yes. Yes, you have a piano. This is simply This is simply amazing. Jesus Christ. Yes. What? It works? Perfect. Yes. Pink and with a giant pig rug. It exists. Yes. Ah. Oh no. Ah. I feel honored. Not yet. They really want me to wake up early tomorrow. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm done for today. Thank you for letting me join your farm, John. Yes. Alrighty. Have a good night, John. Nighty night. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay fluffy, everyone. Bye bye.